be? How you do? How you been? How you everything? And this is a good Thursday afternoon, and I'm bringing y'all the first episode now. And I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna continue to waste my time. Not waste my time, because Love Island Games, it's a pretty easy show to review, and I don't have to write elaborate notes. So this is Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 1. And it starts with the introduction of all of the cast. So we got KK. She's from Season 5. And she was voted off her man, and then she left with him. So her man was voted out, and then she left with him. And then we go to Andrea, and she's from Season 6, and she was voted out by the girls. I can believe that. I do remember watching that about when she got voted out. I do recall that. And then we have Andriana. You remember her, Bombshell, and all that from Season 7. And then Tariq from Love Island UK. And he's cute. You know, if you was watching Love Island UK, I do remember Tariq, but I can tell you that Tariq is very cocky, y'all. And then we got Lucinda, and she's from Season 7 in UK. Okay? And then Kendall. You know we love Kendall. Season 6. And then he just was on Beyond the Villa. And then he had that tailspin and all that with Nicole and all that. And I'm like, okay, Kendall. I mean, don't play, okay? All right. And then we got Isaiah from Season 4 USA. He was another one of my favorites. And Garby, Season 4. I like her too. I like her. And then we have Mert, M-E-R-T, and Season 2 and Season 3. And he was a professional soccer player. And he won Season 2. And my whole thing was, you won Season 2, and then they brought you back for Season 3. And I'm like, please, okay? Please, we're not gonna play with him. And I want y'all to know about Miss Nicola. She was in Season 1. I liked and loved her. She was so sweet. And then we got Chris, y'all. He was a bombshell. He was in Cabo, Season 7. And bombshell / Cabo hottie, okay? And then he said he said he the first to break up on the show. And he says he is there for the money. So he said he was the first to break up on the show now. Y'all did clock that. He said he was the first one to break up on the show. I'm like, Chris, shut the hell up, okay? And then we go to Josh, Season 3, and he is a professional trainer. I love Josh. I loved him. And then Ariana Maddox, she arrives in her pretty dress. And all the ladies go to the fire pit. And then the quarter, and then she said that the winnings is $250,000, y'all. Y'all know how they gonna be doing. They gonna either have to fight for love, or they gonna have to do both, or fight for love and then just the love by itself, or fight, win the competition. But either way it go, you'll win the competition. And she said there's many ways to win, and it's them 3 ways. Okay. And then Andriana and Lucinda are first in the challenge, and Andriana wants to save Tariq. And Lucinda, she wants to save Mert. And Andriana says that she said Tariq is he's just my type. He just my type. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up, okay? And then I'm like, be quiet, girl. And then Chris and Andriana, and then forgive me, y'all, I don't remember who they was paired up with. I'm sorry. And then Garby, I'm finna tell you who I do remember. Garby and Kendall, he said that the kiss was good between them two. And then it was Chris and KK and Andriana and I don't know, y'all. and Chris and KK. And then Josh versus Tyreek. And then Josh is taking along Andrea. And Tyreek is taking along KK. Let me tell you something. Somebody's face was like, I'm like, girl, you know what you be doing. You know what you be doing, Andriana. She was a little upset that he didn't pick her and he picked KK because KK is up for the challenge. Come on now. Girl, it's all in, it's not just the love. It's all in the games. That's what it's called, Love Island Games, okay? All right, get it together, girl. And Chris and Andrea and Mert and Lucinda, they give kisses. They all give a kiss. And then Isaiah and Garby and Kendall and KK. And the girls, they telling who was first, okay? So Garby was the first. She gets the first pick of the boys, and she is the fastest of the Islanders. And I said, my girl she be doing her business. She know the business and all that. And Chris was the fastest of the boys. So, you know, it's got to be a couple up. So, couple up. The first is Garby, and she chose Kendall. Why she chose Kendall, I don't know, okay? And then for the couples, KK and Chris, that's second place. And then third couple is Andrea, and she chooses Josh. All right. And fourth, that's Tyreek and Andrea, and she happy about that. I'm like, bitch, don't start now. Shut the hell up and just know that it's a fucking damn competition. Shit. I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. And then Nicola and Isaiah. I'm like, okay. And then Lucinda and Mert. And they both was just sharing, you know, how long they've been speaking this language and how long they've been speaking that language. And if y'all see them boxes in the background, that's for my job, okay? And Tyreek and Ariana are talking. Andriana are talking, yeah, her. And he says that she has she said cause he pretty much was trying to move in on her and all that stuff, and she was just telling him, no, back up, it's a 5-day minimum before you can taste these cookies. I'm like, you sure, girl? Okay, all right, okay. But the whole point is she all giggly. So I'm like, girl, be quiet. You giggly, okay? And so it's gonna be less than 5 days. It's probably gonna be 1 day, okay? Moving on. Kendall and Garby, they talk, and she tells him she is looking for an ambitious person. And then Lucinda and Mert are talking to each other about what they have in common and things they have in common. And I tell you, Lucinda and Mert, they have so much in common. And I don't know if they got a lot in relationship-wise in common, but they have a lot in common as far as the competition. Okay? And Chris and KK, they talk, and he says that she is his type. I'm like, oh, really, Chris? You sure? All right. And he said that she says that communication is key. And she is very, very giggly and it's okay, KK, because I've been giggling with Chris too. Girl, it's okay. All right. And then, y'all, you can't never rest on Love Island, nothing. So the Heartbreakers come in, and Celine and Charlie. I said, oh, damn. And Celine chooses Chris, and she takes KK's man to smooch. And I'm just gonna let y'all know, without going through all the names, everybody that's on the show, she had a kiss for them, all the men. She had a kiss for them, okay? And she gonna choose who she want in a few seconds. And then Charlie, he kisses Lucinda, KK, and he definitely is kissing everyone just like Celine was kissing everyone, okay? Okay. All right, that's fine. And then Selene wants to know who the best was, best in the challenge was, and she said Chris. She chooses Smurf for her couple up. When it's time for them to couple up, she chooses Smurf. And Charlie chooses the worst girl, Lucinda, and steals Andrea. And then, he steals Andrea because he got the right to steal, and he stole Andrea. And Josh and Lucinda, they have 48 hours not to be heartbroken. So we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna be, y'all. And that was a quick little rundown. And this is not gonna be long reviews or nothing like that. It ain't gonna be no, it may be 15 minutes, but it ain't gonna be no 20, 30-minute reviews and stuff like that. Cause it's games, y'all. They having fun. It's not real, not yet. Let me just say that. And so this was Love Island Games, Season 2, Episode 1. It was good to me, y'all. I hope y'all like the review, and I hope y'all don't mind my hair, because I feel, all right. Bye, YouTube family.